Let's talk about brains. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken Johnson. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about culture and also do a little cooking. So we're going to talk about offal. Offal is something that it's basically the parts that most people don't eat anymore. Now, back in our history, we ate a lot of offal. So as I'll talk about later, the Southern Italians, they call it the fifth quarter. This is the trimmings. This is the organ meats, things like that. Only until recently have we become squeamish over offal. And as we'll also talk about, at one time the government pushed for us to eat offal, and now we don't do it anymore. I think we should. It is honoring the animal, and there's some health benefits to it that I'll talk about as well. So with that, let's talk about brains. This right here is a can of pork brains. It is Rose brand pork brains in milk gravy. And so let's look at the actual ingredients and go from there. So here's the nutrition facts. Has 3 to 5 servings. A serving size is 2 ounces. It has 70 calories per serving. When you look at the total fat, there it is there. It is 6%, 5% saturated fat, 375% cholesterol, 14% of your daily value in sodium. So total carbs 0, fiber 0, iron 0, protein 5 grams, vitamin D 0, calcium 0, iron 0.8 for 4%, potassium 140 milligrams, 2%. Ingredients is pork brains, milk less than 2%, water, cornstarch, sodium nitrite. This is made by Boone Brands, Sanford, North Carolina 27331, and the website is boonebrands.com. So why do we eat pork brains? Well, in many parts of the world, especially in southern parts of countries where it's more agricultural and more impoverished, it is the culture to eat what they call offal, or the little nasty bits that are left over, what Southern Italians call the fifth quarter. And so in the West and in the South, which are major food producers for the rest of America, it is common to eat the offal because you was given the better cuts to the market for sale. And so pork brains, that was something you did. Then in World War II, the U.S. government, due to food rationing, suggested people eat more offal. And as they did that, companies arose packing this. Now, I have an MBA degree. I am amazed. I mean, to think that even today's society, which has went squeamish on offal, that you have a company that it is able to maintain a brand that is now iconic, that sells something like pork brains. And in states like mine, I've tried raising pork before and taken it to a butcher, and they claim Florida law would not allow them to give me the pork brains. So I could not get my own pork brains. And when you kill a pig, if you don't have a nail gun, which I don't, you normally kill them in the head with a bullet so that you lose the brains. Now, pigs don't have a lot of brains. So this right here is roughly about the size of a pig brain. So this is what it looks like when you cut the can off. It kind of has a watery Pepto look to it. And it is of the smell of potted meat. And that is from the sodium nitrite. The sodium nitrite is a preservative for meat. It cures the meat, and so it has kind of a hammy smell to it. There you go, right there. You can see that right there. And the pink hue is from the sodium nitrite. Okay, I got some brains right here. I'm going to try. I think the reason why it's considered safe in Florida is because of sodium nitrite. Sodium nitrite is a curing agent. So let's try it. Salty, hammy, not much flavor. Cooked like this, it will have more of a liver texture. If you were eating pork brains that were fresh, I'm told that's creamy. So this is going to be more stiff and more like liver, but it's not as grainy. And so that's a good thing. So I have here some coconut oil. We're going to put this in. Most recipes call for butter, but this is actually better for you because it has medium chain triglycerides. Okay, that right there is roughly about a tablespoon of oil. Now the oil is hot. I'm going to add in these brains. Okay, I'm just frying these out. Turn them nice and brown. There we go there. Nice and brown. I've got 4 eggs in here. Now I'm pouring in the rest of the gravy. It does have some brown notes in the bottom where the milk has kind of cooked to the bottom. All that is Maillard reaction happening with the sugars in the milk. I'm going to toss in some green onions. Some black pepper. Of course, I always use McCormick's peppercorn medley grinder. A little bit of cayenne pepper powder and sea salt. This is Heinz sea salt. You can use whatever sea salt you like. I'm going to add this in. I turned off my heat so I don't scald my eggs. Now you just cook these on low heat, stirring constantly because you don't want to scorch your eggs. There we go. I'm going to turn this off so I don't scorch my eggs. Here we are. A plate of pork brains and eggs served with a slice of toast. This bread is actually handmade by a friend of ours. She's a certified chef, Cora Watkins, and she actually made this bread for us. It's fantastic. There we are, a nice big piece of brains, some onions, some eggs, so right there should be the perfect bite. Let's see how it tastes. This is a very much a texture element. There are some hammy notes. That's from the sodium nitrite or nitrate. I can't remember. I think it's nitrite. But the curing salts. Had it not had curing salts, I think the pork brains would have been creamy and gave more of a minerally note than what I'm getting. I'm getting more hammy notes because of the curing salts in this. But I mean, you gotta think, pork brains are loaded with nutrients, tyrosine, their DHEA. They got all this kind of stuff that is good for you. So, and then when you add in eggs, which also have tyrosine and DHEA and all that, this is actually brain food. So it helps with your skin, it helps with your cognitive ability, it helps with a bunch of things. So yeah, it don't really have much flavor. I mean, it's good. Imagine with the toast it'd be better. Let's try that. So there we got some on our toast, nice piece of brain, egg, some green onions. Let's try that. Ironically for me, the toast is the most dangerous part of this meal because I'm diabetic. That's really good bread. My God. This is ticket. Definitely eat it with the bread. I'm going to finish this. I want to say thank you for watching. Please give this a try. Let me know if you eat it, if you like it. Have you tried it with fresh brains? If you want me to try it, let's get this video up to 1,000 likes and I'll try to find some pork brains. And we'll make this dish again. Okay, so 1,000 likes and I'll do it, or I'll try my best, because like I said, in Florida it's hard, but I live near Alabama. I may be able to get some Alabama. So we'll try, but I need 1,000 likes to do it. With that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I'll see you again next time. Bye.